All right, good morning, everyone. 10 Tampa Bay Chief Meteorologist Bobby Deskins outside on the lanai, at least for a few more minutes before the storms get here, probably about an hour, actually. But we do have a line of showers. The storm's heading our way. Excuse me. You can see them there on the map, and they will continue to push off towards the east. And there's some pretty good storms out there as well, so something that we want to keep an eye on. They do look like they're weakened a little bit. The forecast model suggests that they will, but it looks like everybody's got a really good chance at least seeing a quick shower or thunderstorm rolling through the area here later this morning into around lunchtime or so. Bigger picture, you can see back behind it, generally we'll have some clearing, but that'll be late, probably after sunset tonight, to be honest with you. But look back here in the northwest here. You see those lines coming in off the Gulf of Mexico, off of Pensacola? That is cold air coming across the relatively warmer Gulf waters, and it's picking up that moisture. And that's a sign that we've got some cool air coming in. Pretty chilly air, by the way. So let's take a look a little bit closer at the, let's go with the radar. And you can see here, I know it's a lot to look at, but what I'm looking at here in the upper left-hand corner, this is the actual radar, right? I'll go ahead and put it into motion. You can see it moving on shore. But also what I'm looking at is over here on the right. I'm trying to see if there's any rotation out here. I don't see a lot, but there you see the blue boxes here on the right-hand corner. It's all over. If you see that light blue box, that is a marine warning from the National Weather Service saying that there could be some waterspouts in this line. And that's our concern for today. Down here in the lower left, you see the brighter oranges right there, west of Brooksville, another one west of Clearwater. That is basically what that is the taller cloud top. So that's the taller storms that are out there. And they are pushing off towards the east-northeast. Everything's moving, what about 25, 35 miles per hour or so. So this is the line coming through. Yes, there is a small chance for severe weather. It's a 1 out of a 5 today. It's not a big chance, but it is there. And, we could use a little bit of rain, to be honest with you, so it's not terrible. But Mike and Amanda are in the newsroom right now in the Weather Center, so they'll have it covered just in case anything does pop up and become severe. Let's talk models here. This is a live look outside right now, and you can see that looking pretty good as far as the wind goes now, but that wind will pick up and come in out of the northwest. It'll come in off the water here, and it's really going to pick up. We're talking gusts in the 30s this afternoon. So, yeah, I mean, cloudy, obviously. Rain's not too far off. Those storms are further offshore. Beaches are pretty empty right now, as you can imagine. But it's going to be kind of, you know what, I love watching storms roll in at the beach. And today's going to be one of those days that you get to do that. Okay, so here's the forecast model. Let's run you out through time. This is about 10:30 this morning. Yeah, it's a little ahead of time. Let's say 11 o'clock or so. Line moves through. This is about noon, say 1 o'clock. And then by about 1:30 to 2 o'clock, most of the line is out of here. But you see these reds in here hanging together. And that's something that we'll need to keep an eye on, just to make sure we don't keep any strong storms or anything like that, right? So that is a look at the models right now. Let's go ahead and I want to show you, let's see, let's go back to this here. And what's going to happen is the bigger picture. See Florida down there in the lower right. Front comes through, cooler air dips in behind it. That's what we'll get tonight and tomorrow. And then watch the lower right-hand corner of your screen. In fact, let me come back. I wasn't prepared to use the Caribbean map here this time of the year, but there is a low pressure. You see this little low sitting out here. It's going to develop. This is actually Friday night. And because of that, what happens is our winds initially come in out of the north and northwest, and then the north. That's today and tonight. And that's a cold wind, right? And that's going to cool us off. But watch what happens. Let's go through. There's the front coming through. There's the high pressure to the north over the Carolinas. But then already, by Friday morning, because this low is forming out here, look at this. This is the pressure gradient. So that's where the winds are coming in out of. So they're already switching around to the east. And that's going to come in off of the Atlantic here, which is relatively warmer. So we're going to have a quick turnaround in the temps. It's going to be chilly. We're talking 30s tonight for most areas, 40s south of I-4, but most areas in the upper 30s. Low 30s, Hernando and Citrus County. That's tonight. Tomorrow, only in the 60s. But then because of that, we'll warm up really quickly. Here's that cold air coming down. can see it dipping down right. Well, I jumped over. Right about there. Doesn't get too much here. And then it warms up pretty quickly, right? And then we'll warm up a little bit. This is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but next week actually looks really nice, and I'll show you the numbers. But then here we go on the 19th into the 20th. There comes another trough of cooler air, and now we start talking Christmas. This is the 20th. Very cold air for the Great Lakes, the Northeast, the Mid-Atlantic. If this holds, right? This is just one model run. That's the 21st. So some cold air getting in here on the 20th and 21st. If you're traveling for Christmas, this is the 23rd, 24th, and 25th. That's pretty chilly, even for us. Probably 60s for highs, 40s for lows on Christmas. Way out in time, so we'll have a look at that. Here is a look at the forecast model for the European, pushing the rain through and clearing us out. They do the quick warm-up as well. Here are some of the numbers. So tonight, Tampa 46. I think we're a little bit lower than that, and certainly 30s. Hernando, Northern Pasco, Hernando, and Citrus counties. Tomorrow, lower 60s. That's it. But by Friday morning, we're already in the upper 40s and low 50s, and then low 70s for highs. And here's your Saturday and Sunday. That's your weekend right there. That's looking pretty good. Excuse me. Now, let's go out and look at Christmas. They've got the GFS, has cold front coming through. Well, it could be Friday, a week from this Friday, right? And then cooling us down for the weekend. Here is the 25th right here. 40s and 50s in the morning, low 60s in the afternoon. So below average, it would feel like Christmas if that is the case. It's something to check out. So let's come back out one more time. I want to take you and show you where we're looking at the storm system coming through right now. Basically, line of showers and storms, small threat for severe weather. We'll keep an eye on it for you. The biggest threat would be an isolated waterspout forming and trying to blow on shore as the initial line comes through. So we'll keep an eye on it for you. Otherwise, get ready for that wind and cold air. Find out where you put that jacket, again, because you're going to need it tonight and tomorrow. And it's going to be victory at sea out there at the beach. Check that out later. All right, guys. Bye.